I'm trying to be a bit of a guide here, but I have to be honest with you, I'm not really that much of a tourist myself, so whatever you see here is just whatever I come across. I just wanted to give you an impression of the streets of Merida, the way you would see them if you're here. Just gonna go down the street here. This is colonial architecture, and I'm sure it's been restored a number of times, but still looks beautiful. While all the architecture looks really colorful and nice, not everyone living here is fond of it. Merida has a bit of a violent past. Standing in front of the house or walking, that's the Montejos house. That's back in the 1500s. These were Spanish people that they built this house, and there are sculptures on the outside that are original. That were back then, they were supposed to illustrate the victory of the Spanish people over the Mayans. Let's have a closer look there. See, there the heads, they're supposed to be expressing pain, whereas up on top there, those are the Spanish soldiers.
They have a woman with a dog hanging off of her.
So we just happened to notice a lot of people on bicycles here, and this street, like I showed you, it's blocked off for cars, but it's open for bikes. So this is about 30 kilometers across the city that they block off every Sunday. I think he said from 7 to about 12 at noon. It's done. So it's kind of like a ciclovia, which we experienced in Bogota. And it seems like there's a lot of people here on rental bikes, but we haven't figured out where to rent them yet. But it is 11:40 something, so there's no point for us to try anything here. It would have been nice, but we just found out about it right now. So, but maybe we can walk down this street without having to worry about getting run over. The bicycle event was about to end at 12 p.m., but it gave us a chance to go for a walk and see another side of town. We found a big tree. Barbara is standing at the bottom of the big tree, but let me show you what's up top. Look at the size of this branch. And it goes on. And it goes on. I'm gonna walk by it the other side because I want you to appreciate how big this tree actually is. They're still in the shade of this tree, you know. Looks like it's got a piece of concrete lodged in there somehow. So I hope that one of you guys who's watching this knows what kind of tree this is, and maybe you can give me an estimate of how old this tree might be. Like, how long does it take to grow branches this big and this large and this, like, the trunk? I'm sure there's a way of finding out, you know, with the rings and stuff, but who would want to drill into that tree just to count the rings? Anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you. Amazing! El Monumento a la Patria recognizes all of Mexico's history, including that of the Mayas, who dominated this area before it was conquered by the Spanish.
It's made up of over 300 handcrafted sculptures, and it was created through the collaboration of the Colombian sculptor Romulo Rosso and the architect Manuel Amabilis Dominguez between 1945 and 1956.
Now I have to find Barbara. I think she's hiding behind a tree over there. Yeah, these guys just took down the flag.
Our walk to and from the monument took the better part of the day, and here are some of the other impressions we saw along the way.
But now they're parking their cars there, but it's only hanging by a little bit of rebar. This, I'm thinking, it was a really nice building at one time. Tourists, so we're taking pictures of our food. That's good though. I hope you can hear me okay. The street's quite noisy here, but I want to show you where we stayed.
Just to give you an idea, this hotel was asking anywhere between 700 and 1,000 pesos per night, depending on who was at the reception and what they thought of you, how much money you might be having on you, or perhaps what site you used to book the room.
Yeah, so it's called Hotel Reforma. It's economical. There's air conditioning, there's a TV, the internet works okay, so it works very good in the lobby, doesn't work so well in the room.
For comparison, I'm showing you another hotel we stayed at. It's called Hotel Margarita. This one only charges about 400 to 700 pesos per night, depending who you are, what time you show up there, and how you book the room. It's also a very old building, and the rooms are considerably smaller. It also doesn't have a pool. Did I mention La Reforma has a pool? But hey, Margaritas makes up for it by excellent internet no matter where you are. It works in your room perfectly every time. The only downside we found here, aside from the smaller room and the really old building, was that there were fewer outlets available to charge our devices. But the ones that were there worked really well. They had apparently been changed at some point. The bathroom was tiny, but aside from the towel bar, everything was there. And yes, the shower had hot water, very reliable. So here you have it, quick tour of our room at Hotel Margaritas. It's basic, it's old, it's simple, but there are a few things I need to tell you about it that make it really, really worth it. We got a bed that's very comfortable, very soft. That is unique in Mexican hotels because usually the beds are hard. We also have hot water. That is not totally unique, but in a hotel of this price range, it's relatively rare. So there's two things that set this hotel apart from other ones in this category. And besides, there's water that we can drink in the lobby. We can fill up our water bottles. And so to stay in Merida, this was a bargain. We really liked it here. We've enjoyed our time here. Now I want to show you a couple of places we ate at, and right across the street from the hotel we stayed at, there's this Cafe Havana. And it says that it's been there since 1952. That was the first breakfast we ate here. We went there because it's right across the street. It's got all these specials displayed, you know. Comidas y cenas completas, 109 pesos. But I want to let you in on a little secret, because it took us
like until yesterday, to actually find the best place to eat that is really close to where we stayed. And if you're ever staying in Merida in the center, this place will be close. You might not even look at it because it doesn't look like there's much there, but the best food in Merida, I mean absolutely fantastic food in Merida, is at Restaurante El Trapiche, right there. Yeah, look for that place. It's really close to the main square. Yeah, so it's on 62nd Street, just a little bit down from 59th Street. Like, the system here goes like all the streets that are odd numbers go, I don't know, north to south or whatever, and all the streets that are even numbered go whatever's the other thing, you know, from east to west. Anyways, I'm going back to the hotel. We're leaving here today. I gotta get ready. I gotta get packing. I hope you enjoyed this little tip. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, because why wouldn't you? It's free.